This is Lord of the Rings like you have never seen it before. Welcome to the Battle of Amon Hen. The One Ring, the mighty weapon of Sauron, has been found by the unlikeliest of heroes, a hobbit of the Shire, Frodo Baggins.
The ring must be destroyed.
What's that do?
The Fellowship of the Ring have set out on their quest for Mount Doom to destroy the One Ring, the great weapon of the enemy, and vanquish the Dark Lord Sauron once and for all. The task falls to Frodo, the smallest of all, to bear this great burden, but with him are 8 companions to aid him as best they can. After the perilous journey through Moria claimed Gandalf the Grey, the Fellowship of the Ring seek refuge in Lothlorien, a mighty elven city. The magic of that realm, untouched by time, protects them from direct assault, but forces are already beginning to move against them.
Whom do you serve?
Saruman.
For good or ill, the quest to destroy the One Ring must continue. After receiving the counsel and gifts of the Lord and Lady of Lorien, the Fellowship follow the river Anduin to the Falls of Rauros, but crippled by indecision they flounder, torn between striking east for Mordor or heading first to the safety of Minas Tirith. But before they can act, calamity strikes as a strike force of Saruman's Uruk-hai ambush the scattered Fellowship and seek to steal away the hobbits. Led by their savage captain Lurtz, Saruman has tasked his fighting Uruk-hai with capturing the halflings and killing all who get in their path. The scenario takes place on a 4x4 board depicting the wooded slopes and crumbling ruins of Amon Hen, crowned by the Seat of Seeing. Upon the eastern board edge lies the river Anduin and the company's boats. The Fellowship are scattered across Amon Hen in a frantic search for Frodo. Boromir, Merry and Pippin begin 6 inches away from the boats. Legolas and Gimli are deployed in the southwest corner. Sam is deployed on the southern slopes, and Aragorn and Frodo begin at the base of the Seeing Seat. The Uruk-hai forces are legion, swarming over the slopes of Amon Hen. An Uruk-hai scout captain leads 12 Uruks from the west, flanking on either side of the Seeing Seat, while Lurtz leads a warband of 12 Uruks coming down from the north. The game ends as soon as Frodo leaves the board edge. If he does so by reaching the boats at the center of the eastern board edge, then it is a victory for the Fellowship. If he is captured by the Uruk-hai, then Saruman reigns victorious. The evil player may claim a draw if Frodo reaches the boats and he has captured any other 2 Hobbit models. There are several special rules in effect for this scenario. Any Uruk-hai previously slain may move onto the board edge at the end of the evil move phase on the roll of a 4+, but may not charge. Anytime a Hobbit model is slain, that model is instead treated as a captured Hobbit. They count as a heavy object that may be picked up and carried by any model, and if uncarried, they count as being under the effect of the paralyzed magical power. As soon as any Fellowship member ends their move in base contact with a captured Hobbit that is not being carried, they are immediately revived and return to play with a single wound remaining. We've seen the scenario, we've seen the board, let's meet the players. Commanding the Fellowship of the Ring is the ring bearer of Zorpazorp, Lachlan Linton Keane.
My name's Lockie. Today I am controlling the Broken Fellowship. We're on the brink of destruction. Aragorn's chasing after Frodo. Boromir's losing his mind, trying to defend the little hobbits, and the Uruk-hai are coming for us. I need the 300s to do the work, and Frodo has got to get the hell out of here.
Controlling his beloved Uruk-hai is the White Wizard himself, Makuman Tribe.
I'm Mark. I'll be controlling the forces of Isengard today. We're trying to take the hobbits back home. We've got Lurtz. He wants to find the halflings, and I can't wait for him to get in and smash some heads.
Will Frodo escape and keep the ring from the clutches of Saruman, or will the Fellowship break and the forces of darkness steal away this mighty prize? Welcome to the Battle of Amon Hen.
The great battle of our time.
The thud of heavy footfall on forest floor and the horn of Boromir echoes through the woods of Amon Hen. The Uruks are here. They have ambushed the Fellowship. Will they break or will they survive? We've got Aragorn and Frodo up at the Seeing Seat, Legolas and Gimli over here on the far corner, and Boromir, Merry and Pippin have found themselves separated and ambushed by a host of Uruk-hai scouts. Let's dive into priority for the first turn, Marky. We've got a big 5 for the Fellowship. Oh, tie on the first round. That's an evil omen. I'm on 4s. So, Jesus. 6, 5.
Okay.
There we go. The Fellowship get it. And we've got priority. The first thing we're going to be doing is calling a heroic march with Aragorn. We have got to get Frodo out of there. Any marches for you, Mark?
Got to save that, mate.
Yeah,
it's going to come in handy later. Yeah.
Pretty limited for you, with just 3 with Lurtz over here, and then the menacing Uruk-hai Scout Captain over on the flank.
Run!
On the northern flank has advanced, already bearing down on poor Boromir. His horn is blowing, but will the others reach him in time? Aragorn did a half move after the heroic march, and Legolas half moved as well. So I've got some shots. Leggy's going to open fire first and drop into these Uruks here. With his strength 3 bow, he doesn't care about shield. So targeting the shield boys, and he gets 2 hits. He'll need those 5s again to cause any casualties. And he gets a big 6. Rip off that closest shield orc, Mark. Aragorn, sorry, into this guy with his strength 2 bow. Well, this guy's got no shield, so I'll still be chasing 5s if I hit. I hit! Another 5 would be good. No luck there. So we removed an Uruk, and you've got some shots as well, Mark.
Yep, 2 shots into Gimli. Legolas is covered with his elven cloak. He's
very nice.
Concealed there, so let's see how we go. Didn't move, so looking for 4s. Oh, big 6. Need that again.
You do.
And nothing there.
A big Mark tribe 1.
Mark tribe 1. And one more shot. He only moved half. He's got a shot into Aragorn here. So looking for a 5. Only gets a 4.
A 4 in the woods. So I trade 1 kill. But the key thing I think is going to be priority here. Let's see if I can save that might. I'm on a 5. Beautiful. Aragorn will take it and definitely call a heroic march to pull himself and Frodo away from those Uruk-hai.
On the halflings! On the halflings!
Gondor. Boromir.
The Uruks have piled in, they've made a charge on Boromir, and they are hot on the heels of Aragorn. I just have the 1 shot from Aragorn himself. He's going to open fire into that little scout warrior there. Hitting on 4s because he's moved. Oh, he loves it. Big 6. And he'll need a 5 to shoot that guy in the face at point blank range. Oh, he's just off it. And I've used my free might point, so not going to waste it on that. Have you got any shots, Mark?
Yeah, I've got a couple of shots. Firstly, I'm going to return fire with, there's 2 bowmen under the tree. They did not have to move, and they've got a clear line of sight at Aragorn. So, 4 ups will hit. 1's cocked, so 1 hit. There's a classic 1. And 3 5s to wound.
Yeah, that defense
Aragorn.
5 on Aragorn.
There's
Oh, a sneaky wound on Aragorn. All right, I've got my first fate to take. And it's a big 6. He loves it. All right, you've got a couple of shots over here into Boromir as well. Let's see, we're hitting on 4s because he hasn't moved as the Uruks part for his bow shot. Line it up.
Nah.
Big miss. Excellent start, Lurtz. Boromir, that's the arrow he deflects.
Yeah.
And now it is into the only combat of the turn. Boromir finding a single Uruk-hai. I have 3 attacks from the mighty son of Gondor. I'm on 4s. What
man.
the hell? Thank goodness I didn't call that heroic combat. 3 4s and a 5. It goes to you. Fire away. Strength 4. It's only a 5 to wound
5
him.
to wound, re-rolling any failed to wound on
Oh
Boromir.
man. Reroll that too.
we
Oh, Boromir takes a wound! That scenario bonus, absolute hot murder for Mark, and that is a bad start to the turn. Aragorn down a fate point, and Boromir a wound of his first combat against an Uruk-hai. That's a tragic result. Let's do priority. 4. I've got it at least. So, Mark, you'll have a think about some heroic moves. So with the good side having priority, the Uruks have sensed a chance to seize the initiative. Talk us through some heroic move plans, Marky.
So double up. I'm going to try and snatch them both this turn. So my Uruk Scout Captain will call a move because these two are in range of both Frodo and Aragorn, so I'll be able to tie them up.
Yep.
And then Lurtz will do the same. His friends at the front here can get around and we can catch Boromir out. And then grab some hobbits next.
Yeah, that's
in
not
my move
good.
phase.
That's not
Yeah,
good. All right.
not good.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a double move back. So Aragorn and Frodo are going to call a move, so I'll use Aragorn's free, and then Boromir will spend one as well. The logic for calling double in return is if I win the roll-off, I get what I want, and I can pull Aragorn and Frodo out of there. If I lose the roll-off, obviously Mark is going to jump in, and if I just call with Aragorn, that would negate that, and then his would go off, and I'd lose both flanks. So at least this way, one flank is getting away. If I win the roll-off, it's the flank I want. If I don't, at least Boromir, Merry, and Pippin will be safe. So, let's dive in. I've got priority, so I get to do the roll-off. Oh, the ring bearer is in trouble. The Uruk-hai Scout Captain is going in hard. The Uruk-hai ambush is well executed as Frodo has found himself pinned by 2, Aragorn by 3, but I've managed to position Boromir nicely, so he's only fighting 2, so he is going to call a bold heroic combat. And he is blowing the horn of Gondor, so let's see that failed courage check, Mark. Oh, he's passing it, we're going to have to fight.
Yep.
I got 3 attacks. And I have rolled 2 3s and a 2. Boromir, are you serious? I cannot afford to lose another combat. I'm gonna have to spend might to turn that into a 4. That's absolutely ridiculous. And now I need 4s. A 5 and a 1. So the heroic combat doesn't even go off. Boromir's on 3 might now and has killed 1 model, so this is an excellent start for the Son of Gondor. I've got priority, so let's do Frodo next. He is defense 6 and the Uruks are strength 4, so they're chasing 5s to wound. I've just got the 1 dice, possibly should have heroic defense actually. Big 6, the Uruk-hai would have taken it on fight value anyway. You're looking for 5s, Mark. No wounds.
No.
Aragorn, show us what you're made of. You're fighting 3 and you're bloody trapped. We need a 6 here. Jesus, man.
Oh,
wow, I got lucky there.
He gets it.
Alright, Aragorn takes it and he is strength 4, fighting 3 defense 4 targets with no shields. Now there's 1 shield in there, so we'll go for the shields, the non-shields first, sorry. And on the next non-shield. So 2 dead. Aragorn manages to cut himself free, and Boromir chokes completely. So, we need priority. Oh, this is going to get very messy. That's not a good start.
There we go.
And it's heroic move time. So, I have got the ability to seize the initiative over in this center combat because Aragorn's got might and Marky's Uruk Scout does not. So it is heroic move time, and unfortunately, because of Mark's nice positioning, Aragorn can't just piss off. So what he's going to do is leave that control zone, enter this one, and wrap all the way around, and then Frodo is putting on the ring. Big time. And then he is firing away 4 inches as fast as his little legs can carry him into the scrub, and Sam is going to be brave for his master and nestle in amongst the flock, picking on that Uruk-hai. So, Sam's diving in, Sam's being brave, Frodo's got the ring, but there is nothing I can do for Boromir over on that flank. He's going to need all of that might to survive against Lurtz's incoming attacks.
Mr. Frodo!
So the Uruks have piled in. There is a maelstrom of combats. Legolas and Gimli have managed to get in as well, and there is going to be some serious punching on. But at the end of Mark's move, you get to bring on any Uruks who have died on a 4-up, Marky.
Here we go.
You got 4 dead.
I've got 4. So let's see. I'll roll them all at the same time. See how many go.
2 with
on.
big 6s. So you can bring them in on any of the 3 board edges that are not the water. You're going to bring them on that far side. Yeah, fair call.
It's got to be here.
2 Uruks are moving on.
Yeah.
Beautiful work. Alright, well let's jump into combats. I am going to call a heroic. I'm going to call a heroic combat with Gimli, because I've set up a double tag with Gimli and Legolas. Aragorn's going to call a heroic move as well, a heroic combat as well. So let's do Gimli's first. Gimli is going to fight with 3 dice, and Legolas is going to fight with 2, and you have just the 1 Uruk-hai Scout.
Okay.
Strong start. Yep, I've got that one. Gimli's strength 4, defense 4. They're all looking for 4s. Rinsed him. Killed him 4 times. So Leggy is going to move first, and he's going to fire away into this Uruk-hai, leaving a nice open gap that's Aragorn size there. Gimli's going to run around, skirting that guy's control zone, and leap in the back there. So now Aragorn's heroic combat goes off, and Aragorn and Leggy are just fighting the 1 Uruk-hai. That should be guaranteed to go off. I'll give you an Uruk-hai dice, Mark. He does have a shield if you wanted to shield.
Yeah, let's shield.
And I'm on 6s. You're on a 1 and a 2. So it goes to me, and I am needing 5s all round. And oh my lord! That's a 1, a 2, and a 1 for Aragorn, a 4 and a 1 for Legolas. So I'll have to burn one of Leggy's might to make that happen, which we're absolutely doing because we want this to go off. That guy is fired, and then Aragorn can make his move and jump around into the scout captain to save Sammy Boy.
Aragorn, go!
So with the heroics over, it's just back to the normal flow of combat. We'll move left to right. We've got Gimli with 3 attacks. He's opting to go for the extra dual roll against the 2 Uruk-hai. And you've got no shields there, Mark.
No shields, so let's fight.
Yep,
Let's
smash
fight
him, smash him. Only just got it. And I've got my +1 to wound at the moment, so strength 4, D4, that goes down to 3s to wound, and you can take both of those models off. Gimli finally scoring on the board. He's got 2 kills to Legolas's 3 now. Now I've got Samwise the Brave fighting a single Uruk Scout. He's on 3s. Oh, Sammy Boy! Rinse him. No luck. But, you know, he's not dead, and that's a goal for Sam. Now we've got the big one, or the slightly big one. Aragorn versus the Scout Captain. Marky, are you two-handing?
Not with strength 5. I think I need the roll. Just
I mean strength 5. You're already wounding on 4s, aren't you? So yeah, why not? All right, let's see what we do. I've got 3. You've got 2. Oh! You've got a 5. I could burn both of my might to stay in the fight. I've already spent 1 this turn. Jesus. So he's out of might, so he can't out-might me. I can take this fight if I want it. He's strength 5, like we just said, so he's wounded me on 4s with 2 dice, and I've already taken a stupid sneaky wound. or lost a fate point. So I'm actually going to burn both of Aragorn's might to win this fight. This was probably riskier than it needed to be, and it's backfired on me. Now I've got a chance to sink into him. He's defense 5, yeah, with the heavy leather armor. Looking for 5s, and I've got a wound. You want to fate that bad boy?
Yeah, let's roll the fate. There we go.
Passed, okay. Pretty bad play, to be honest. Aragorn's now out of might, and all it netted me was a single wound on the scout captain. So 3 might to buy a wound over there. I spent might over here with Boromir. My might management has just been a joke. Let's look at Boromir, and you know what's happening, Marky?
Here we go. We're
Failed.
brave.
Failed.
Brave.
Yes!
Yay.
Oh, thank Christ.
Yep.
He gets a 9, needing 10. And Boromir says, yep, see you later. You're all scared of me. Nick off. Nick off. Alright, so I've got 3 strikes now to make, and have I got enough defense 4 targets? No, I've got some defense 5, so I'll separate it. I've got 2 dice on defense 4 targets, and they both fail the wounds. They all failed a wound with 3 2s. Excellent work, Boromir. This is not the Boromir from the movies who slew like 20 Uruks before they captured him. And then 2 very important combats. Merry and Pippin fighting their first fights. I've got a bit of a chance here, 1-on-1. For Merry. Oh, Merry's not liking it. Going for the wound there, Mark. Trying to knock him out.
Here we go. 4s.
No wounds. Alright, Pippin. Yes, Pippin's loving it. Oh, gets him. Pippin's going to cut off his arm. Watch this. No luck.
No.
Alright, but they're not knocked out, so that's a victory in and of itself. Oh, big breath for the fellowship. Let's do priority, Marky.
Alright.
1 and a 3, so I've lost the initiative here. It might be another heroic move. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
The first 4 turns has seen the Fellowship on the back foot, with Aragorn spending all his might to hold the Uruks at bay and keep the Ringbearers safe, while Legolas and Gimli have only just caught up to their leader. The Horn of Gondor is echoing across the wooded slopes of Path Gallon, but Boromir the Brave has already found himself encircled and is struggling to cut through the hordes of Saruman. 3 might and a wound down, he'll need a lucky few turns to stay alive much longer. His choice to charge forward to prevent the Uruks from charging the hobbits was valiant, but it may be his undoing. But with the 3 hunters now reunited, there is still hope. The burden, as always, falls to Aragorn.
That is everybody moved. Mark has chucked a handful more Urukai onto the battlefield, and I've got my last action, which is of course Frodo. He's got to do his Ringbearer test, and he's rolled a 2, so he's controlled by Mark this turn. And I'm guessing he's going to go shooting off into the background.
Yeah, we'll get him as far away as possible.
4 inches back from the western board edge. That is a huge spanner in the work of my plans. Okay, combat phase. I am going big this turn. I'm calling a heroic combat with Legolas, Sam, Aragorn, and Gimli. And you found yourself trapping Boromir. You feeling brave? You going to call a combat? Or a strike.
I'm calling strike, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, right.
I need to call it strike.
So I'm fight 6, you're fight 5.
Right.
I will spend a strike as well. So we'll just do that when we get to the combat to make it a bit more fun. And we're going to start with our combats. The first one we're going to do is Gimli fighting a single model. Gimli is going to go 3 attacks. He still has the fight disadvantage, so he's wounding on that extra +1. And he's on 4s. Jeez, that was a bad roll. I got lucky there. Still defense 4 target, so that is 3s to wound. And Gimli gets him. Gimli is then going to fire around in base contact with the Scout Captain, pairing that model off Aragorn. Up next, we've got Legolas fighting a single model. This is the sketchier of them all. I'd really like to get an easy roll from Mark here. You bugger. Yes! Legolas, you clutch! Gets it on fight value. Still needs 4s to wound. And he gets a 3. You can bloody bet on might points going down there.
Yep.
Bang, get rid of him. This is integral to the plan. Legolas will now move in on this Uruk-hai model, and he will fight with Sam's heroic combat. So, Legolas and Sam fighting together against one Uruk-hai. You've rolled a 2. I've rolled 5 high. I get it. He is trapped as well, so I'm looking for 4s on the white dice, 5 on the green. Legolas gets him this time. Now, Sam will fly around and jump in on this Uruk-hai, pairing him off from Aragorn. So Aragorn is just fighting the one Uruk-hai bowman. And he's got 4 high. Oh, wow, I got lucky there as well. And he's only a bowman, so I'll need 4s from Aragorn. He gets 2, which is enough. And then Aragorn is able to move in to the Scout Captain. And now we have all the heroic combats finished, and we have Aragorn and Gimli fighting the Scout Captain at fight advantage. So I am going to use every single strike, 3 from each, and the Captain has just the 2, Marky.
Just the 2. Let's see how we go.
Oh, 1 and a 2. We should have that. There we go. We got 6s all around. So you are defense 5, Gimli's strength 4.
Yep.
So that will be wounding on 5s, but it goes down to... No, it won't go down to 4s because he just got a kill.
Yeah.
Oh no, but Legolas got a kill as well.
Legolas got 2 kills.
Right,
yeah.
okay, so he's still got that +1 bonus. So I'm looking for 4s on the white dice and 5s on the green, and we can say goodnight to the Scout Captain. And, oh my god! Okay, 4s on the white dice.
That's 1.
And he's alive, right? Because you passed that fate
He's got
point,
2
right?
wounds.
Oh my god! All of that work, and I still can't kill this captain. Dear oh dear, this is all of my shenanigans tactics, and I can't set up the executions I'm looking for. That's 2 turns in a row, that's fluffed. But we got the wound, but man, that cost me a lot of resources to not have him dead. That is very painful indeed. There's one more combat over here, which is Sam finding his new victim. Sam got a taste of blood last combat. Let's see how he goes. Ooh. Oh, you've got him on fight value. That's cheating.
So now we want to try... well, we can't take his last wound. We'll try and knock one off.
Yeah, he's got fate still as well, doesn't he?
Yeah. So we'll see how we go.
That's a wound,
Falls
right?
on
Yep, so we'll just take that. Sammy's taken a wound.
Yep.
That's less than ideal. Alright, let's leave Boromir for last.
Absolutely.
We'll do Mr. Pippin first.
Yep.
He's fighting 2 and he's not trapped. 3. 1 of 4. You got it. Well, the trap is good for me here. No wounds!
Go away.
Lucky Pippin will back him out of there. And now Merry, who rolled a big juicy 6 last round. Let's see if he can do that again. He's going to need to. Oh, that's winnable. That's so winnable, Merry. Oh, what a miss! What a miss. Alright, you've got him here. You need 4s on 6 dice. That's 1 wound, 2 wounds. So even if I pass my fate, which I do not, he is now knocked unconscious and bound. And now Boromir, embattled by Lurtz and 3 models. I'm going to blow my horn, but first we're going to do our heroic strikes. I go up to fight 9. Oh,
there we go.
Fight 10. Well, my only saving grace here is going to be the Horn of Gondor. That's his courage 5, right? Yeah.
So this is a lot better than the...
Yeah, not so good.
Yeah.
Yep, that passes. Alright, let's do the dual roll. I've got 3. I'll set the tone, but I'd say I'm probably done here. I'm on a 1, a 2, and a 1. Boromir's amazing run continues.
Oh, 4 gets it.
Jeez, I don't have enough might to do anything about that now. So, yeah, Lurtz is going to cook Boromir, I think, here.
So we'll do all 6 of Lurtz's attacks first.
Yep, your
Make it a
strength
little bit-
5, on defense 5. You're looking for 4s to wound, man.
4s to wound.
And... Oh my god! What are you doing, Lurtz? Not a single wound.
So 5 to these guys. There we go.
There you go. You've killed Boromir anyway, and you don't need to spend Lurtz's might. What a joke! Boromir is gone. That's scripted. We don't mind that. But Aragorn, not able to kill a measly Uruk captain 2 turns in a row, is weighing us down as we throw resources at it. Let's dive into priority mark. What a turn. Big 5. We finally got it. We've got the momentum. 1 hobbit has been picked up. Can we save him? Or will he be carried off to the clutches of Saruman?
I'm going to call a heroic move with Lurtz. I need to try and get these hobbits off, the hobbit that I've got right now off the board edge. So he's within range of Lurtz. Lockie, you going to call anything?
Yeah, I sure am. I'm going to counter call with Samwise the Brave. Now, Sam's in range of Pippin, and he's also in range of all my other heroes. So if I can set this up, Pippin's going to get to maybe charge the Uruk carrying Merry to try and save him, as well as hopefully doing something for the formation of my other heroes, who are quite frankly just not doing the business enough. We need that scout captain dead. I've got fixation on him. I get to do the roll-off. I'm sure as hell not doing it with a Saruman dice. We need a 4, 5, 6 for the Fellowship. Oh, that's another one lost for the Fellowship. Alright, so Lurtz's is going off first. Where's your bubble, Mark? Who are you hitting? Which one?
So we've got up to here. So we've got this bubble in here.
Right, that's a lot of dudes.
That's
Pippin
a lot of
is
dudes.
cooked. This model, of course, is carrying Merry, so a heavy object that's only 3 inches per turn.
Yep.
But Pippin may become a heavy object himself very soon.
So Lurtz is going to swing around into the corner.
Firing off towards Aragorn and the other heroes.
And so, yeah, he's going to move this way. He's 3 inches out of that control zone. And now the rest. So we need to capture the hobbits.
So Sam's heroic move now, but I'm just not going to call with me, and he's going to move on his own because I've got priority anyway. Then I don't have to worry about the bubble. Sam is going to bravely charge those 2 there. Now, ideally, I wouldn't want him fighting both. So next, Frodo is going to see if he makes his ring test. Thank goodness for that. And he's going to whiz around 4 inches and take one of them away from Sam. That's what we wanted. Then over here on this side, I'm going to throw Gimli over here between this gap and the scout, and then Legolas here. Legolas is the one with no might. So even if Mark charges Gimli with this Uruk who's yet to move, Gimli can call the heroic combat and get back in on the scout captain. Aragorn's tagged, and Pippin is in combat. That's all of the Fellowship movement. The rest of the Uruks will hoard up and advance, and I'm going to have to fight my way through waves off them. So, combat time once again, and I'm trying another heroic combat play. Aragorn's going to call one for free, and Gimli is going to call one not for free, because he doesn't get them for free. That would be amazing. So Gimli on this one dude, and Aragorn fighting 2. Aragorn's is less likely to go off, but I don't really care because it's free, and if it gets off, I can grab some board control. But first up, it's going to be Gimli fighting a single Uruk-hai. He's still at disadvantage because of the Legolas bonus, so he's going to fight with 3 dice. He gets 5 high. Ooh. If you'd rolled a 6, I would have been very upset. And now I just need bloody 3s to wound. Yeah, Gimli knows what he's doing, look at that. So I will rip that model out of there, and then Gimli is going to carefully position himself so that he... Actually, it doesn't even matter, because Aragorn's combat will go off first, so I won't be able to trap the scout captain. So, Aragorn's combat, fighting against 2 defense 4 Uruk-hai. I get 5 high. You get 4s. I nearly got punished for rolling with the wrong dice there. Aragorn needs 2 4s to rinse these Uruk-hai, and he gets it! Oh, that's a big win. Bang, he's out of there. So, it is tempting to go into the Scout Captain, but if Legolas and Gimli can't handle the Scout Captain, I'm going to lose my mind. Ooh, 6 inches away from that Uruk-hai, or 6 inches away from that. I could go to this model here, and that gets me a little closer to my hobbits, which I could try and save. Yes, I think I'll do that. So that's a set up little combat there. Let's move through the normal combats now. We'll stick with Aragorn while we've got him. I've got 3 dice. I'm on 4s. Oh, it's just enough. And I need 4 on this model as well. Aragorn putting them to the sword just. Out goes another Uruk-hai. Thank goodness that wasn't the roll from last turn. Up next, let's start with Sammy Boy over here against a single Uruk warrior. He's been brave. He's been doing some action. And he's just stumbled a little way there with a 4 for Mark and a 1 for Sam. Go for the wound there. Oh, that's Sammy's last wound. I got some fate though, which has failed. I've got a 2nd point of fate. Okay, this is not so good. And Sam is out of might because he called the heroic move. So, Sam is cooked and has just become a captured hobbit. That's off script.
Mr. Frodo! Frodo! Potatoes!
Alright, let's try the ring barrel. Let's see if Frodo gets picked up. I'm on 1 again! Alright, can't even get it with the fight value. Give it a whirl. No wounds there. Well, I'm fine. Alright, let's keep on with the Hobbit train. Pippin is fighting 4 Uruk-hai. I'm going to need a huge roll from Pip here. And it's a 2. It's not much better than his Hobbit brethren. A 6 would have won the combat too. So you've got 8 dice now, needing a single 4. And I've got 1 fate point. Yes, that's 1, 2. Even if I pass the fate, which I do, Pippin is now picked up. We don't have enough Hobbit carrying models. There are 3 Hobbits being carried off currently. We have 1 combat left in the turn. It is much more fun for me. Legolas and Gimli fighting against the Uruk-hai Scout Captain. Gimli's going to go 2-handed. Set the dice for me. Oh, you're on 6. Jesus. And so am I, just winning it on the fight value. Your defense 5, so I need 5s and 4s. No, 3s with Gimli, because I went 2-handed. So 3s on the white dice, 5s on the green. And that is 1, 2, 3 wounds. The captain is finally gone. Alrighty, Roo. It's priority time for turn number, I think we're in 6 or something, maybe 7. Let's have a look. I'm on big 6s. Fantastic, don't have to waste Aragorn's might, and of course, Mark can't countercall because Lurtz is now out. So, what am I doing with these heroes? Well, we got to try and do something about, getting Merry and Pippin back potentially. So Aragorn's probably going to charge a couple, including the Merry and Pippin model. I think that's Merry. Legolas will make the charge and tag that model. Potatoes. I think Frodo's gonna have to do his ring test. Let's do that now. Oh no, Mark, he's got him again. You just want him 4 inches that way. Yeah. The ring bearer is pissing off. I'm in struggle street here, and I'm a bit worried because Lurtz is gonna come for Gimli. So move him all the way up to at least stop Legolas from getting trapped. So you can only get 1 extra Uruk-hai on Leggy because of the pillar there, blocking that movement all the way around. So that is all of the Fellowship heroes moved. There's not that many left who aren't being transported. And now we'll dive into the Uruk-hai movement. Reinforcements have sprinted in, Mark bringing on another 5, and we've got 3 combats shaping up. Legolas fighting 2, Gimli fighting 3, and Aragorn fighting 5, including Lurtz. Let's start with Legolas. I'm not trapped, I've got 2 attacks, you've got 2 attacks. Are you going to shield, Mark, or go for strikes?
Well, I've got Samwise here picked up, so...
Oh, and he's got a heavy object,
yeah,
right?
So
Does that mean you fight at -1?
-1.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. So that'll be on the dead dice.
The dead dice, roger that. I'm going to roll up 2 with my big knives. I'm on 6s. And I'm going to strike absolutely favouring the shield-bearing dude. So 1, 5, and Sam gets dropped. Ooh. Oh, it's a 4 and a 3. Sam is still held by that Uruk-hai. Let's do Gimli next. Gimli has got 3 dice against 3 Urukai. Let's see how we go. Oh, I'm on the 6. I'm waiting to use these Hairs of Galadriel, and I haven't needed to once. Wins it. Now, I've got 2 defense 4 targets. They're going to be wounded on 3s because I've still got my +1. Kill them both. Kill them both. Oh, only 1. And I'll roll up for another 3. I do. I get the 6. So both of those targets are down. So Gimli and Legolas winning their fights, and Gimli grabbed a few kills. That's a good outcome. I'll take that. I was worried about Leggy, to be honest. Now, it's Aragorn. Aragorn has his free point of will. If I get a single 5, I can mine it to a 6 and take it on fight value because Lurtz has no strike. Set the tone for me. See if I get this. If I need to get the 6, Mark. You've got.
I've got a fair few dice.
Yeah. What is it? 3 for Lurtz.
So we'll do Lurtz first.
He's on 5s.
5s.
That's a strong start.
Strong
and now,
start.
Is it 4 Urukai?
We'll go 3 Urukai and then 1 with Merry.
Oh, of course, because he's got the neg 1.
Yep,
Good spot.
So we'll see how we go there. Oh, 5s it is.
Excellent.
5s it is.
I only need a 4, and my 3 point of might can win the combat. Got it.
Oh.
Oh man. Okay, so spending the might, Aragorn gets the combat. Now I have got my Urukai Bane Dagger, which means every wound is D3 wounds. So, do I strike at the hobbits, or do I try and take this chance to kill Lurtz? What's Lurtz's defense?
With the shield.
Oh, he doesn't get it though, because of course he's got the bow.
Yeah, it's already in there.
So he'd be D5 or D6? D6.
Yeah.
So pretty strong. I'd be winning on 5s. Now the Urukai carrying the Hobbit there doesn't have a shield, so he'd be going down on 4s. Objectives or longer play. I think I'm going to throw some wounds at Lurtz. Let's go for the first one. It's a 2, so nothing. We'll try again. Second strike. It's another 2. Come on. Third strike. It's a 6! It's alright, see, show me that fate point, Mark. Let's see if you block it.
Here it is. Yep.
It's passed. Okay, so no D3 wounds. We just get rid of the fate point because fate goes down before the D3 wounds are scored. And now we have all those Urukai backing away, and that's a great result for the Fellowship. A great result for the Fellowship. Let's dive into priority. We didn't manage to unhorse any Uruks. Oh, that's strong.
Ooh.
Yes, I've got it again. No might for evil, which means Aragorn has his free might to basically set up the same situation. So we've just realised that heavy objects aren't a neg 1. Luckily that didn't affect any of the rolls in the last turn. The bearers actually just have to drop the model straight away. So Pippin and Sam are now lying on the ground under the effects of the paralysed magical power, or special rule. So what we're going to do is, I don't have to make any heroic moves, I've got priority. I'm going to see if any of my hobbits are standing up. So I need to roll a 6. Let's have a look at Sammy Boy over here. Oh no, it's a 4, but he'll have to, well, he doesn't complete his move because he's got no move to make, he's still lying there. And then we've got Merry in here, it is, sorry, not Pippin. And he rolls a 1, so they're still paralysed, and now it's just my normal move. Gimli is going to charge in here, and I'm going to throw an axe, which I haven't remembered to do the entire game. He hits, and he'll need a 5 to take a wound. No, nothing. But that's okay, he'll tie up there. Legolas is going to jump in there, stopping that model from picking up Sam. And Aragorn, you can... Oh, hang on a minute, I've charged that the wrong way around. Gimli's meant to be there. And Aragorn has charged in to Lurtz. So, yes, Aragorn's going to get swamped, but Legolas and Gimli have now formed a nice little battle line, which means that they're not going to be able to get too badly trapped by the Urukai. And of course, the ring bearer, let's see if I've got control of him. I do, just, and I'm going to take a courage test to take off this damn ring, which I just passed, so that 1 scared me. And then Frodo is going to move 4 inches with his normal model, if you can throw that in for me, Mark. And he is going to start sprinting back towards the board edge. Now he's negotiated the Uruk assault.
Still lugging Pippin solo, the Uruk bearer runs 3 inches towards the southern board edge, but Merry, still paralysed, finds himself picked up by 2 Uruks who sprint after their comrade at full speed. Aragorn is swamped by Lurtz and his Uruks, and the Fellowship find themselves in disarray. The last few turns have been a disaster. Boromir fell with little resistance, and 3 of 4 hobbits are now being carried towards the clutches of Saruman. Their only ray of hope is that the 3 hunters have cut their way deep into the Uruk lines, not only putting themselves within striking distance of the captured hobbits, but also creating a shepherd for Frodo's escape.
Managed to catch up with all of the hunters. I've locked everyone up. I've managed to pick up Sam again, and I've also managed with 2 2 models to pick up Pippin again. So they've been able to carry him at full move, and they've got
3
him
of them getting run off the board.
So we're getting closer. So, Lockie, you have priority. Where would you like to start?
I do. Well, let's save Aragorn for the end, because it's probably the sketchiest. I'm going to start with Gimli. I've got confidence there, because he's got his Galadriel ability, and I'm going to use 3 dice, because I've still got the disadvantage. I'm on a 2, 2, and a 3. Not good. A 6. Well, I'm going to use my first hair of Galadriel, and I am going to re-roll all of those dual rolls, chasing a 6. This is tough. And he gets 5s, and with no might, that is going to be a combat to you. I'm defense 8, your strength 4, 6 strikes, needing 6s.
Alright, here we go. See those hands?
Whoa! 3 wounds on Gimli. I got, I think, 2 fate. Crikey, I'm going to drop them both. I've passed them both. So I have taken a single wound. I am on 1 wound, no fate. That is a disastrous outcome. That is massive. Gimli's the tank, but wow. Traps win game.
Traps win games.
Alright, so leggy fighting. He's got 2 dice and you've got 3. I'm going to go first because it's looking rough here. That's not strong. A 6 and you'll win it. Oh, that's not what we want to see. I'm not trapped, thankfully. And I'm defense 4, so you're looking for 4s, no armor.
Here we go.
1 wound. I'm just going to take it. Alright, that is a rough start for the Fellowship. Let's see it all swing back with Aragorn. He's only fighting 4, and I'm not trapped now because Gimli's combat went first. So I've got 3 strikes. You set the tone for me, Mark.
Alright, let's do Lurtz first, because he's the big boy. Let's get that, big 5.
Here's the 5 again.
1, 2, 3 more.
3 Uruks. Oh, the 6s have come up. Okay, that makes it a lot harder for Aragorn. I'm now chasing 5 because I've got that free might. Cool, I've got the 6, which means I've got the might for wounding. That is interesting. You can bloody bet I'm going on Lurtz. Lurtz has no fate. We're going for 5s to wound. 5s to wound. I got a 4. I'm going to burn a might, turn it into a 5. You've got no fate. That becomes D3 wounds because of Uruk-Bane. Damn it, Lurtz takes 1 wound. Right, he's got 3, doesn't he?
Yep.
2 wounds remaining, 1 strike. Can we do it again? Needing a 5 with no might. We've got it. If I roll a 3 or higher, Lurtz is dead. Rinsed him on a 6. Aragorn clutches it. Pushes back all the other Uruks and takes off Lurtz's head. Nice. Ooh, that was spicy. Lovely work. Uruk-Bane doing the work. Can't wait to use that in the Legendary Legion, I must say. But things are looking dire objective-wise. Frodo might be in a relatively safe position, but unfortunately Gimli is cooked, and Sam, Merry, and Pippin are all running off to the board edge. Let's do priority, Mark.
Yep.
I'm on 3. Oh, I've snagged it again, you kidding? Alright, that keeps on helping Aragorn. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so it's my move phase, guys, and I've done a little bit of thinking, a little bit of strategy, and basically I'm in trouble. These Uruks are so close to the board edge, and they've got to get off before Frodo, who's all the way over here, moves his 4 inches, and he's so far away from the board edge. I've moved him up there so he's out of charge range of those Urukai, but that's like 5 turns of running that I somehow have to tie up these guys. So, how do I get to them? Well, Aragorn and heroic combats, that's how. If I charge here, he's just going to get counter-swamped by so many of Mark's dudes. It's so unlikely that I'll be able to swing around and keep chasing, but I have a window. This model and Gimli's throwing axe. This is an absolute Hail Mary. Gimli's going to charge him, throw an axe, hopefully kill him, and keep charging into these guys, which means Aragorn, who starts in this model's control zone, will be able to not get any closer, leave the control zone, and charge over to here, getting him at least near the dudes he's trying to save. So, let's try that. Gimli, I believe in you. A 4-up. Oh, he hits on a 6, he hits on a 6. Okay, we've started it. 5s to wound. A 5, and this play will be so cool. Yes! Alright, Gimli rinses that guy with the throwing axe. That must be the only time I've ever killed anything with a throwing axe. And then Gimli makes the charge, with his beautiful little 5-inch move. Aragorn can then wrap around, leave that dude's control zone, and jump in combat. Unfortunately, I don't have the move to actually reach the target models, but at least I'm close. I'm in the right part of the board now. That's absolutely huge. Alright, and then to end the turn, Legolas is just going to stay in this guy's control zone and go and charge the model that's carrying Sam, and then Sam will be dropped, leaving him a nice juicy target for some future charges this turn. Mark has got a lot of Uruk-hai here on the table, and once again, it's just 3 combats. We're going to start with probably a dead elf, and that's Legolas fighting 4 Uruk-hai. I've got 2 dice, and I'm on 6s, Leggy!
Here you go.
Clutching it. Alright, are there any defense 4 targets? Yes, there's 2, so I'm just going to strike at those needing 4s. Look at that, take 2 Uruk-hai off the board.
Come.
Legolas gets another 2 kills, which, most conveniently, gives Gimli his buff, but I can tell you, in there, fighting 4, Gimli, you bloody better believe, is fighting with 3 dice. So, 3 dice for Gimli. And he gets a 6 as well! He gets 2 of them! Take that! And now I'm striking on strength 4, I've got defense 4 targets all around me, so I'm looking for 3 3s to kill 3 Uruk-hai. 1, 2, 2 dead Uruks. Yep. Gimli cuts his way through. Now Aragorn is fighting 3, and there was a big decision about whether or not to call the heroic combat. They are all defense 4 targets, and that's the thing that made the decision, because he will have a chance of rolling 3 4s to kill them and cut his way towards one of the hobbits. So we've got to play the objectives, we've got to play the odds and see if it goes off. I need to win the fight first, and you've made it very hard, Mark, with a 6. I might regret not having the might point now. Oh, Aragorn! If I can roll that exact roll again, the heroic combat goes off. 3 4s. Oh, what a choke, what a choke. Take one of those guys out of there. The combat does not go off, but we do kill an Uruk-hai, and those 2 back away. So, if I can snag priority next turn, I will manage to grab that Uruk over there. The Sammy boy gets picked up automatically by those 2 orcs, and that is the turn. There are 3 orcs sprinting towards the board edge. Let's do priority. I'm on a 4. There we go. Right, well, Aragorn has to call the heroic move, and he is going to sprint straight, entering that control zone and forcing Merry to be dropped by that Uruk-hai to buy me some time. Alright, Gimli's going to charge in. He's going to throw an axe at this gentleman here. He needs to hit on 4s. He hits again, and he'll need 5s. Gimli, with the axe throwing, annihilates this Uruk. Gimli's axe throwing has clutched again, so now he can move in base contact with Merry, who is currently knocked out. That automatically revives him. He starts prone, stands up, has 2 inches left, and what do you think he's going to do? Ladies and gentlemen, he is going to charge Pippin and that Uruk-hai. So Pippin will now be dropped. And that Uruk there is now in combat, so he will not be able to run around and tag him, and Pippin is free. He is, of course, still paralyzed, so Mark's going to get a chance to go and tag him, but it is going to stop him from getting off the board this turn. We are still in this fight. My heroic move's over. Legolas is now obviously going to get a bit swamped over here, and Mark has the counter charge with many, many Uruks.
Potatoes. And I'm coming with you.
Uruks have piled in. Aragorn's on 4, Gimli's on 2, Legolas is on 4, and you got a few more coming in, Mark.
Got 5 more, so let's see, here we go. 4 ups. Okay, so 2.
2 coming
Excellent. Just bringing me out to help
Nice.
Yeah.
Shore up that flank. Now over here, Frodo has been pursued, but because he was behind the pillar, the Uruk-hai did not have line of sight. And boy oh boy am I going to keep up that thing. So what I'm going to do is grab Frodo and he is going to weave 4 inches through both of the archways and hide in here, saving himself from a charge next turn as well.
Combat phase. Aragorn's used his 3-point of might, so that helps me, so he can't do any sneaky heroic combats. I have priority, so I think we'll leave this for a bit later and we'll start with Legolas.
Alright, well Leggy's had a lot of luck with the Gandalf dice 2 turns in a row. Well, it might have ended.
This time, here we go. Big hands.
Yeah, there they are.
There they are.
This could be bad
This
for
is
Elf
bad.
Boy. I'm defense 4, so you need 4s on 8 dice, and I think I'm untouched, aren't I? You haven't wounded me.
I don't think I've touched you at all. So
2
no.
wounds, 3 fate. I might survive with a bit of luck.
Here we go.
That's lucky. Is that 1 wound on 8 dice?
1 wound on 8.
I'm just going to take it. I'm just going to take it. Far out. Okay, so Leggy's 1 wound, full fate. We'll save the fate for the end game. That is a very good result. Where do you want to go next? Aragorn, Gimli, or Merry?
Aragorn's got the trap, so let's go Aragorn.
Yep, cool. I've got 3 dice with the Gorn, and I have no might point because I spent it for the heroic move.
So I'll set the tone on this one. Okay, 5s.
I can win 5s. I can win 5s.
5s.
Oh, a 1, 2, and a 3!
Oh.
Aragorn is already wounded as well. Oh no, he used a fate point, I believe.
Yep.
So he's still full wounds, but only 2 fate left. You got 8 strikes,
8
Mark.
strikes.
Needing 5s though.
Let's not botch this one, huh?
I see 2 5s.
Yep.
2 5s. I'll just take those wounds. So I'm now on 1 wound, 2 fate. Aragorn's getting chipped away as well, and the Uruks will have to back away. Where next, man?
Gimli. We'll get Gimli out of the way.
Gimli's finding 2 here.
Yep.
He's got 3 dice again. I'm not risking it. He's on 5s.
5s.
Gets him. Once again, I'm wounding on 3s because I'm still low. Actually, I think I would have passed with that throwing axe kill. I'm now level.
1 more, yeah.
So there'll actually be 4s to wound.
Yeah.
And I get 1 5.
Okay.
So down goes an Uruk there. We have 1 combat left, which I'm not used to. You're going to have a bit of fun here, I think. You want to slice it up? Ooh, I've got a chance.
Okay.
Come on, Mary. Come on. Keep us in the game, Mary. Keep us in the game. No, no luck. Alright, you need 4s, right?
Yep.
Yep. Mary is wounded, knocked out, and picked up. That is the end of that turn. There's not many left in the good side. I'm struggling to cut my way through to these hobbits now, I think. Priority. That's going to help.
That helps.
That's going to help. First thing I'm going to do is just move Frodo his 4 inches. He is going to go in such a way that he moves maximum distance and doesn't open up line of sight to that Uruk-hai there. Which means a little bit of an angle, but it's worth it to not get charged. I'm going to grab Gimli, and we're going to charge in and hit these 2. He'll throw his axe on the way in. He's hit twice in a row. Oh, he hits again. He'll need 5s. No way! 3 turns in a row. Gimli kills the second bearer and lands in contact with the first, which means Merry is automatically dropped. In goes Merry there. Now it's Aragorn's turn. He's going to leave that control zone, and he's going to end his move in base contact with that Uruk-hai and with Merry. Merry is now automatically revived. He's prone. He stands up. It takes 2 inches. He charges 2 of the Uruk-hai most bravely, and Pippin is dropped automatically. And we have both hobbits not being carried. That is going to hopefully buy us a little bit of time. Legolas, there's not really a whole lot he can do. He doesn't have the move. Sam's going to be able to get off the board over there. There's really nothing we can do there. So what he's going to do is just start trying to skirt somewhere towards Frodo. But yeah, it's basically holding up over that board edge. So, time for the Uruk-hai to swarm in one last time.
Potatoes! And I'm coming with you!
Priority is back with the Fellowship, and we've got 3 combats. No, 4, because of course Merry is alive and well. We'll start up the top, as always, with Leggy. He's just got 3 dudes against him this time. A big 5 or a 6 here will help a long way. That's a terrible roll. Yep, you've got him here. Now remember, I'm down to 1 wound with full fate, and that is another 6 strikes coming at the Elven Princeling. A little worried, a little worried. Where are we going to go, up the back?
Let's see.
Looking for 4s. You're joking!
Oh, wow.
I think I've got
Wow.
a couple of fate points. Can't remember if it's 2 or 3. Let's see how we go. I can't see what that is. It's a 5. So I'm still on 1 wound and I've spent 1 fate. Legolas is clutching at straws here. Frodo's not engaged. We'll whiz over to here and let's start with... We'll probably do Aragorn's heroic combat first, I think. Oh, which should have gone first anyway. So let's do the heroic combat with Aragorn. And he is fighting only 2 Uruk-hai this time. I'm going to go over here. I am on a 6.
Yeah, big 6 will do.
Clutched it, and now I need 4s to kill those Uruks. Oh, it hasn't gone off! The heroic combat chokes, and I'll take that one there. So that means that I can't swing over and stop Pippin. That was my one chance, unfortunately. And now we've got Gimli. He's going to wield 3 dice once again, and he is fighting against 3 Uruk-hais. He's just trying to survive here. He's got a 1, a 1, and a 1. We've done it again. It's a triple snake eyes. You can, roll up, but I think I'll be using a Galadriel hair. Yes, I will. So this is my 2nd hair of Galadriel to re-roll all 3 dice. And that gets me up to a 6. That's much better. Once again, I'm on defense 4 targets. Oh no, there is a D5 in there. So I'll go on the D4s first. That's 1 dead. And I'll go on the next D4, and he survives. So, Legolas... getting chumped, losing a fate point. Gimli and Aragorn only managing to kill 2 Uruks this turn and not able to get over to the other one. We've got 1 fight left. It is Merry himself. Oh, strong! Yes, Merry! Alright, sink one of them. Engage your rage. No, he doesn't. Alright. Well, that is interesting. Because he's not picked up, which is most important. Geez, a priority win would be good here. Let's see how it goes. I've had the luck though, so it's got to drop. Oh, strong.
Oh, goes back.
It swings.
Swings.
Yeah. Alright, I'll have to call a heroic move. Frustrating, trying to set up these combats, but I've managed to kill enough to make this work for me, I think. So, let's jump into Aragorn's heroic move. So, it's heroic move time. Upon Mark's good suggestion, I'm actually going to call a double move, because Frodo's about to get caught as well. So we'll start over there. Frodo's going to call a move, and boy oh boy, can you bet, he is putting on the rings. Those Uruks are coming for him, and he is going to move 4 inches, which takes him up to there. He's not going to get charged this turn, but next turn after that dude's move, he will be. So the ring is essential. Back over here, where you're doing some serious shenanigans. So Aragorn has got to move first. So what he's going to do is leave that dude's control zone and swing in, tapping Merry. Merry will instantly get dropped from that Uruk-hai, and then, Pippin, and then Merry is going to charge around and hit, instantly reviving Pippin, and so now I've got Pippin to act as well. Gimli is going to... I need to get Gimli involved in this area, so he's going to throw an axe into that guy there on the side of the tree. We'll do that just over here. He gets a 3, so that's a miss. So he's just going to hit him and wrap, locking that up so that Aragorn can't get trapped, which is good for us. And Pippin is just going to leg it 4 inches away from that board edge to try and buy me another turn if Merry gets captured straight away.
Fight phase, so we've got a few fights on the go here. Not as much as the last few turns, but we do have a big one here, which I reckon we save till last. So
poor Pippin.
he's in trouble. Well, both hobbits are in trouble. So let's just swing over to Legolas. I feel like he's on his last leg.
Surely. A big 6 here will clutch.
Nope.
Another 3 and 5. It's
enough!
It's enough!
It is
yes!
enough. Okay.
He's got 2 D4 targets. Come on, Leggy, cut your way out of here. Yes, look at that. Get rid of them. Now, that is huge for the rest of the game. He might be too far away to have an impact. Oh, hang on a minute. Leggy's got a bow. We'll deal with that soon. Let's have a look at the next one, Mark. Where you want to go?
Let's go Gimli.
Gimli? Alright, so Gimli is fighting 2.
Two. Yep.
Yeah, he's 3 attacks once again. It's working for me. Oh, big 6. I've got 1, 2, 4. I'm going to use my Hair of Galadriel. My last one. This is my auto rerolls. And it's clutched it. Leggy will now be in front again by 2. So Gimli gets the +1. And he needed it too. So 2 3s gets 2 kills. Go Gimli. What a savage with that strength 4 on D4. The scout's hurting there. Gimli's gotten 2 kills. And now Aragorn is fighting 2.
Yep.
I've got 3 attacks for the Gorn. And you've set a high bar. And it's too high with 5s and 2s. You got the 2 attacks?
2 attacks.
I'm not trapped though.
Not trapped.
No wounds.
Nothing.
Lucky. Alright, now the scary ones. What do you want to start with?
Let's go Pippin.
He's fighting 2.
On 2.
I got 1 attack. Set the tone for me. Oh, 3s and 2s. Come on, Pip. Come on. Yes, Pippin, you legend. And cut one of their arms off. Cut one of their arms off. No. They're failing to get the wounds. Oh, reroll wounds. Daggers of the Noldorin. No, still once. I got so excited. Alright, that's good though. Merry?
Yep.
You set the tone. If you get that 6, it is yours. Another low roll. Merry. No, so close. Alright, all yours. Merry should be knocked out here, I'd say. Yes. So Merry is knocked out, and most importantly, he will be in 6-inch range to be carted off the board at the beginning of next turn. That's all our combats. Frodo ain't in combat yet, but it could be a different story next turn. Mark, this priority...
This is massive.
So big.
This is massive.
So big. Let's do it over here near the seeing seat of Amon Sul. Right in the middle. Oh, it's a 1 and a 2! Alright, now obviously I got my heroic move with Aragorn, but it's annoying that I'm spending that might point, but I can make something happen. Alright, so first heroic move is Frodo, as always. This is his last point of might. So, first of all, he's got to do that ring test. No! Marky, it's yours! That could be very bad. So, Marky, you've got control of Frodo. Are you going to go for a charge? Take the ring off? What's your thoughts?
I've got it, a bit of both. So I'll take... I'll roll his courage to try and take the ring off. The pure reason being is that I have to take a courage check to charge him. So if he passes, he's got a fair bit higher courage than my guy to charge in. So we'll do that one first and see if it pans out.
So 2d6 plus courage 6, I think it is.
Yeah, so he's fine.
So the ring's off?
The ring is off.
So normal Frodo subs back in, and you're going to do a charge and wrap?
Yep.
Yeah.
Charge and wrap, and now my guy can pop in.
Yeah, beautifully.
And make the charge.
So now over on this flank, it is Aragorn's heroic move where I have a bit more control than that pesky ring bearer. He's going to leave the control zone of the models he's engaged with without getting any closer, and then hit the model carrying Merry. He's going to hit it on that side so that when Merry gets dropped down, he's placed in base contact there. And then Gimli, he's going to fly on in. He's going to throw an axe into that model there. He hits on 4s. He's hit. No luck. And then he is going to finish his move in combat with that Uruk and in base contact with Merry, who is now kicking and ready to go. And he's got a 4-inch move now, which is probably... we need to just get him away from that board edge, really. So once Merry stands up, he's prone. He's only got a 2-inch move, so he's just going to duck over to here to be next to Aragorn, nice and close. So hopefully he can do something in a future turn to help him out. Then I've got Pippin, who is probably just going to keep on running. He's got dudes all around him. He can't leave their control zone, so I'm going to take a jump test. That's 5, and he'll leap over the little wooden barricade there, which is a barrier for him and his low height as he attempts to run away. Frodo is moved. My only other option is... Oh no, it's evil priority now, so we'll have to jump into the rest of the Uruk movement.
Alright, combat phase. Any heroic? No, we've used up all your heroic. Only heroic this turn, so we're out of the way. So we'll just do this one over here with Legolas.
Man, a might point would be good now, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'd be great. So let's see how we go.
Oh, strong 3.
Yep.
Oh, just gotcha.
yeah, alright.
And you can say see you later, because I want control over the board over here. Legolas, you legend. Gets rid of him. And look at that, I am shooting again. Strength 4. Oh, he's got a shield!
He's got a shield.
God damn it, Legolas.
So 5's the kill.
Alright, who's next?
Alrighty, let's save the hobbits till last. So let's go get Gimli.
Alright, Gimli's on 3 and he's got no magical Galadriel weird lady hairs
I've
now.
got 4 for Gimli.
Oh, you've got 4, you're doing
Yeah,
4 and 2?
yeah, 4
oh,
and
this will be
2
tough for Gimmers. Not if he rolls like that! Loves it. There's a couple of D4s around, there's lots of them, so we're gonna drop them in looking for 4s. 1, 2, actually, I think, no, he got some kills last turn, so he's back in front.
Back in front.
So
He
only
got a
2
lot, yeah.
kills.
Yep.
Gimli is doing work this game.
Yep.
And then we've got Aragorn.
Aragorn on 2.
I've got 3 here for me. 6s! That's it, Fellowship. Use that fight value. And we need 4s again.
4's again.
And that's... Oh, no kills. No kills for Aragorn.
Alrighty, so let's save that one for later. Let's do Pip.
Oh, little Pip. Alright.
Little Pippin, so I've got my 2. I'll set the bar.
Oh,
There we
strong.
go.
Takes on a 5 value.
Kills him, and let's get him. Pick him back up and take him away. It won't do it.
Yeah, needing 4s. He's
Needing
good.
4s won't do it. So,
That's it. Back into the woods there, Pippi.
now we'll do Merry because I forgot about Frodo over there. That's
Oh,
actually
yeah.
quite a key.
Yes, we'll do that.
key
That
one.
can be our
That'll
last one.
That'll be the... So, 2 again on Merry. I'll
Set
set
the
the bar.
tone. Oh, getting the 6s where
Just
it matters.
now I need him. Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
So he's back in
So
action.
Pippin is picked up.
Picked up.
See you later, alligator. All right,
Alrighty.
that's another delaying tactic I need there. We've got the big one though,
There we go.
the ring bearer. I've got 1 attack as Frodo. You've got 2 Uruks.
Alright.
See how you go.
Let's see how we go. Big 6.
You got the fight value, right?
Fight
It's
value.
every single Hobbit fight, 1 on a 6.
yeah.
Well done.
Alrighty. So this is big. We need
5s.
5 still. So we need these 2. We need 2 to go.
Oh,
Ooh,
there's a
gets
wound.
1. Okay.
Frodo's untouched at the moment, I think, isn't he? So I'll just take that because he's got 2 wounds on the
Yep.
profile. So he has now 1 wound with full fate, and there's 3 of those points as well. So there's still some hope.
There is hope.
That's it. Let's do priority.
Alrighty.
Oh, it's a good one for Evil to win.
Perfect.
It's going to sucker that free fate point away from Aragorn. Alright, Aragorn's heroic move goes off. He's got to do the standard tactic of swinging around and charging Merry so that Merry drops down. Unfortunately, I can't do the cool Gimli tactic to get to him. Unless... No, because I'll have to enter that model's control zone even if I kill that guy. So Gimli is just going to probably run around, leave that control zone, and throw an axe into this fellow. And he will go... Hit! No kill. Lower strength. And he'll just end up there in combat with him, so he's at least close to Merry and Aragorn. That's the heroic move over. The Uruks will swarm in. I imagine you're just going to go pincer there on Frodo, and then you can grab that 3rd one in.
Get in there.
The old 3-point trap on Frodo.
There we go.
Legolas gets tagged.
Oh, another wave will come.
Hunting in. Pippin's going to get tagged in the woods now.
Yeah, so I can get a trap on him there.
And then another, what was it? 7 Urukai coming in on the
Uruk-hai
board
will come
edge.
On, yep, with our roll.
Yep, Marky did that 4+ roll up off screen. That is a whole horde coming in to reinforce the forces of Saruman. Alright, we've got Legolas fighting 1 finally. He's got his chance. Frodo is absolutely trapped up. And the horde is dropping down. Mark, you got priority again? Where do you want to start, man?
Start with Legolas. Let's
Yep.
get rid of him. I'm sick of looking
No,
at him.
I want him to have a victory with the
Oh.
6. Now I need a 5, and I can finally shoot some damn arrows. Yes! Leggy is in the game. That could be so key. You want to go Pippin next?
No, we'll leave Pip.
Oh, Hobbits at the end.
Yeah, Hobbits at the end. Let's get Gimli.
Alright, Gimli's going 3 dice.
2.
I'm on 5s.
6 for me.
Oh, got the 6. Gimli is on 1 wound, no fate. A single 5 here. Oh no, 6. Natural 6.
Sixes, yeah.
And Gimli will fall.
Let's see those Saruman hands. No.
Oh, survives the son of Durin.
Let's get Aragorn.
Aragorn's fighting just 2 because the other models that reinforced couldn't charge. I'm on 5s.
4s, yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. And I'm fighting still defense 4 models looking for 4s. Gets 2 kills. Nice work, Aragorn. A couple of hobbits. Where do you want to go?
Let's go Merry.
1v1. Come on, Merry.
1v1.
Oh, actually, that's not a combat because he's still knocked out. Because I never stood up, so
Right,
it's
good point.
he will just
Yeah.
be automatically swapped in.
Picked up again.
Picked up again.
Again.
And then it's Pippin versus
Now,
2.
Alright, let's see.
Oh, I'm rolling 2 dice. Oh, you've rolled a 1 and a 2. Come on, Pip. Yes! I was trapped against the woods as well. Pippin is fighting the long game. Oh, Pippin! Yes!
So, strength 2, defense 5.
That's a 6.
That's a 6.
He's cooked.
That's
Rip
a
that
6.
Uruk-hai out of there.
Wow.
Pippin's back. Legolas is back. The Fellowship have a chance. It
Here we
all
go.
hinges on this combat. 3 models versus 1. Set the tone. If you get the 6, I'm going to cry.
There it is.
There it is. Alright, I'm trapped. Strength 4, defense 6 with the mithril coat. You need 5s to wound, 6 strikes. Any more than 2 5s is really worrying. Not 1! Not even a 4! Not even a 4! Alright, we have got this. Alright, let's do priority real quick. Give me a Gandalf dice. Need the Gandalf dice. Yes, it swings! It swings! Alright, back away those Uruk-hai. And Frodo is putting that damn ring on. Alrighty, Roo. Good winning priority has really kept us in the game here. The first thing I'm going to do is move Pippin his 4 inches, and he is going to piss off right around there. And then Legolas is going to charge in 6, blocking up that Uruk's path to attacking him. Should swing that in so that they're nice and fine. No line of sight between those trees. That Uruk cannot make a charge. Now we need to sort out Merry. Aragorn is going to charge this Uruk, and Merry is automatically going to get dropped on down. You can throw that down there. Gimli's not going to be able to throw his axe, but that's fine. He's going to leap on around, leaving that control zone, getting no closer, charging that one and tapping Merry at the same time. He's prone, so he can stand up and move 2 inches to get himself right up there and just keep running away. He's now not on that 6-inch board edge. And then, of course, the final element is Frodo, as I run around to grab the ring bearer model, because you can bloody better believe that Frodo is throwing on that ring and he is firing himself 4 inches towards the board edge. I think I'm just going to have to rely on the ring's power now to keep me safe, even though it's abandoned me all game, and he's going to end up there. And he is currently 6 inches away. 2 turns of winning the roll-off, and he will be off the board. I've just got to keep the other hobbits safe. We lost Sam, and it's a big loss, but Merry and Pippin still have the chance to go to Mordor with Frodo, if we can get Frodo off the damn board edge.
Since Frodo's got the ring on, I actually need to stop him. So we've done a little bit of behind the scenes, and I need to take courage checks, obviously, to charge a model with the ring on. So for every inch, from every whole inch away that the model is, you take 1 off the courage roll itself.
Yes, not the courage value, which is savage for these poor
which is hard.
orcs.
So we've already measured out how much it is. So we'll start with this one. He's got the best chance here. So let's see how we go. Good start.
That's a big fail.
Big fail. Now his friend there will go. Okay, that's better.
Ooh, so that's an 11.
That's
so
an
then
11.
we add the courage of 3, which makes it a 14, and then subtract 3, that's 11,
So
that's a
he's on.
charge.
So he's okay.
Brilliant.
He's good. Now his friend will do the same.
At -5.
At -5, we need a big roll. Not going to happen. And the last one here, it's not happening either.
Well, you got 1 in.
Got 1 in.
You
so
did.
we have tied up Frodo.
That's important, that's important. Hopefully I can lose the fight and back away an inch, that'd be
Yeah,
alright.
that works. That will work.
Any other moves? We've got this
Yeah.
little Uruk-hai, is he going for
Yeah,
Leggy?
he'll go in and tie Legolas up.
Yep, stop him for next turn. And then there's a mess
Yeah,
in
there
and
is a
around
mess.
here.
We can get some traps happening now. Actually, that Uruk scout will hop the wall and tie up Merry.
Meriadoc, come back, we want to take you to
We
Isengard.
need him to Isengard. And now the rest we'll be able to. We need to pull up and we need to stop Aragorn.
Yeah, you got to kill some of these heroes.
We need to.
Aragorn's might machine is what keeps messing up your
It's-
chances of getting him off the board.
It's hurting. We're going to go after Pippin.
Yeah, good move. Legolas is going to have some work to do.
Yep.
So priority is with me, and that means I have might on Aragorn. I'm fighting 3 models at defense 4. If I even win the fight, it's a 25% chance to get the heroic combat off. How essential is that? Well, I could fling over and help out Merry, but having Aragorn alive, all I need to do really is like hold out for 2 turns, so I probably shouldn't risk it for the biscuit. I think actually I'm not going to call the combat. I'm going to save the might to help win the fight in case I fluff.
Yeah, fair enough.
So that way I only need 5s. But let's start with Aragorn anyway, after all that babble. I've got 3 dice, you've got 3 dice. Set the tone for me, Mark. Oh, see, 6s, double 6s. I might have made the right call here. If I get a 5, I'm going to be very happy with myself. I did! What a call! Ups it to the 6 with the might. I win the fight. Let's see how the wounding roll goes. Looking for 4s. And I don't get it. I got 1 of 3. So absolutely the right call there. On to Gimli. He's going to do the same thing, fighting with 3 dice. He's so close to death, it's not funny. That's something he can win. Yeah, big time. Big time. And now he only needs, again, no, it'll be 4s to wound for him. And he gets none. The 3s were needed. So, just 1 fight. Let's do Pippin while we're over here. No, Merry, sorry.
That's Merry, yep.
You've got no shield. I'm fighting on a 3. You're on a 6. Looking for a 4. He's knocked out and he's put on the shoulder. Again, I gotta say, these Uruks, man, they must be sick and tired of picking up and dropping these hobbits. While we're in Hobbit land, let's jump over to near Pippin. We've got Legolas fighting a single 1. Our brave 3 hunter who's in strife. He is. It's a brutal Uruk. And it's 5s and 1s. Chance to wound, needing 4s.
4s to wound. Here we go.
And he's got a wound. Leggy has 2 fate points left and 1 wound. Let's roll the first. I just cannot afford to lose Legolas right now. Yes! Saves the fate. He's saved both of his fates so far. And now the big one. Oh my goodness. Frodo fighting 1. I've got the ring, so your fight value is halved, so I have the fight. But it's 1 dice each.
Oh,
got it.
Got it.
Oh, look at that. Wins it on fight value. Back that Uruk out of here. See if I can even kill him for good measure. I have Sting. I got Sting. He's dead. Get him. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely annihilating. Frodo sees the end in sight. Let's have a quick priority roll here. This is another. They just keep. They're all big. They're all big ones.
They're all massive.
That's not a good start. No, it goes to evil. Okay. It goes to evil. No heroic move, so hopefully those Uruks will fail their courage checks and Frodo will still get a chance to move this turn. But I'll have to call a heroic move with Aragorn. Let's just do this live. I think I can work out what's going to happen. Gorny's going to charge. Merry will get dropped down. And then we need Gimli to touch Merry. Give him the kiss of life. Which is only going to happen if he gets that throwing kill. So, he's going to charge that model there. He's going to miss. So Gimli will just have to end up in combat there, and Merry will be able to be charged and picked up in Mark's move. Aragorn swamped. Gimli swamped. Merry swamped. Even Pippin finds himself in combat, and Legolas has 2 opponents this turn. The last thing to do for Mark is his charges at your neg courage.
Alrighty, here we go. Neg 2 for this guy closest to him.
Oh, that's a fail, I think.
That is a fail.
Oh, hang on. Plus, they're courage 3, aren't they?
Courage 3.
Oh, yeah, 11 and then
11.
minus 2, so that's a fail.
Yep. Here we go. We need a big one.
No, he's not brave enough.
And his last mate, 9.
A 9 minus 4. Frodo survives. The final thing to do this turn is see if I can get Frodo 1 turn away from the board edge. Ring bearer roll. He rolls a 4. He passes, so 4 inches. He is a measly single move away from escape. So, just before the turn ends, I've just realised now I'm actually more than 6 inches away from these Uruks, so there's no point to have this ring on and risk moving backwards next turn. I'm going to take a courage check and I'm going to take this bloody thing off! Are you kidding me? Alright, so I'm courage 6. Okay, I'm going to burn every single will point that Frodo has to turn Snake Eyes into a 10, and Frodo now takes off the ring. Where's his damn model? There it is. Get out of here. I'm done with this bloody ring. Hey, sod this. And he is ringless. And no matter what, next turn, I am moving off the board edge. So it's combat time. Let's see if I can keep my heroes alive and give Frodo enough time to get off the board. You got priority, right, Mark?
Yeah.
Where do you want to start?
I want Legolas gone, so I'm
You're vicious.
I'm vicious.
All right.
He's been a thorn in my side all day.
Set it. Oh, yeah, don't do that! Boxcast, double 6s. All right, watch this. Watch this. Yes! All right, and double 4s. No, I need a 4 and a 5. We'll do the 4 first. nothing, and another 4, nothing. So Leggy doesn't get any kills, but he survives, which is huge.
While we are up here, actually, let's leave those for last because that's key for next turn.
All right, let's do. What do you want, Gimli or
Let's go
Aragorn?
Gimli.
All right,
Let's go Gimli.
I've got 3 attacks for Gimli. You've got 3 attacks. You're on 4s. I'm on 6s, and I need. It's all 4s again.
Yep.
There's 2. That's 2 dead, and there's the 3rd. 1 survives. Gimli is just going insane this game.
Yep.
Chopping, chopping, chopping.
Alrighty.
Aragorn's got 3 strikes. I'm clutching at dice everywhere. They're strewn all over the board. And Aragorn gets the 6. Jeez, that Gandalf dice has been doing well. Mixed in with a couple of greens, needing 4s. And no kills for Aragorn. No kills there. Alright, there's 1 combat left over here that's pretty big.
Yep.
It's Mr. Pippin. I've got a single dice. I need something, well, if I can find one. There we go. I'm on a 1. You're on a 5. Alright, 4 plus, and you put him on your shoulder.
There he goes.
Pippin is captured. So, both hobbits are now on their shoulders. Let's go into priority, Mark. It's a big 6 for the Fellowship.
I need a 6.
And it's a 1. I have priority, and Frodo moves off the board. Frodo has escaped. Aragorn is alive. Gimli is alive. Legolas is alive. Merry and Pippin are both on the backs of Uruk-hai, but they are still alive and do not count as captured. Sam has been whisked off to Isengard, so Merry and Pippin shall be joining Frodo on his quest to Mount Doom. Not quite the story as we intended, but pretty cinematic nonetheless.
With a mighty swing of his sword, Aragorn removed Lurtz's head and staggered to the clearing of Path Galen. Boromir lay slain with just a single Uruk corpse beside him, because apparently 6 might points just wasn't enough. With Sam captured by the Uruk-hai and the 3 hobbits on their way to Mordor, Aragorn resolves to give chase.
You will not abandon the torment of death.
The Fellowship may be broken, but these bonds of friendship between elf, man, and dwarf forged in the fires of war and hardship have never been stronger.
Let's hunt some orc.
An absolutely huge shout out to my incredible Patreons. Without their support, these big battle reports would simply not be possible. They take a huge amount of time and resources to film and edit, and a special mention to these incredible heroes of Middle-earth, the Mega Zorptrons. If you want to support the channel, feel free to check out Patreon, link down in the description below. There's some great perks like getting access to our community Discord, as well as some fantastic giveaways. And speaking of giveaways, we've got a Balance tune that's going out to one of our lucky Patreons right now. Well, let's give the big old giveaway wheel a spin and see which of our lucky Patreons is taking home the new Mines of Moria terrain set. Which quadrant will it land in? We are looking at number 2, and let's give our big old D20 a roll. And it is number 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Mr. Jazzy Payne, you are scoring yourself the Mines of Moria. Congratulations, and thank you to all of our Patreons for your unstilting support. We could not do this without you guys. So that was my biggest edit that I've ever done for Middle-earth in terms of kind of details and layers and blending the cinematic nature, and I'm really happy with that level of production value. And if that's something that you guys would like to see in all of our Middle-earth battle reports, definitely let me know down in the comments, or consider supporting on Patreon if you're not already, because that takes a long time to edit, much longer than a standard bat rep, but it's kind of approaching more of the finished product that I'd like to do for all of my big cinematic, story-driven, immersive battle reports. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's go and jump back into the past and rejoin Lockie and Mark to hear about the post-game. Oh my, we're like totally different heights because you're on the esky and I'm on this little chair, but it's fine. So we're sitting down because we're absolutely exhausted. That was an insane game.
That was a big game.
That was wild. I thought I was cooked. Like, I blew all that might early, and I just hung in by like the skin of my nails. Legolas should have died like 4 times, and Aragorn, man, he didn't do as much killing as Gimli, who was a machine.
Yep.
But he just, like, that heroic move every turn was like, actually, hobbits, we'll just take you back, and you can stay with us. And they would go like, whoa, we'll just take that thing back. Fuck, back and forth. Yeah, we kept it in, and Frodo got off the board. Who do you think your MVP was, Mark? Tough question.
I don't have an MVP. It was just this corner.
Yeah, I guess.
My captain didn't. He got murdered pretty quickly.
He sucked a lot of
He
resources.
sucked
Oh my god.
I mean, yeah, okay, there you go.
It took so long to die.
So yeah, okay. If I had to name one guy, the scout captain,
Best looking model as well.
and best looking, yeah, by a mile. Ori, you know that too. You love them.
He loves it. Such a good model.
Yeah. So yeah, the scout captain. He actually, now that you think back, because that was a fair few hours ago.
Yeah, it was a while back. Yeah.
I forgot about that. He called his march. He got in place. Tied up Aragorn quickly, got a quick sneaky wound
That's
because he held
true.
in place with the bowman.
Yeah.
And then Lurtz didn't do much.
I guess he didn't actually kill Boromir.
He didn't
in the
kill
end.
Boromir.
Yeah.
No, it was,
He did strike up though, which gave him
he
the
held,
kill.
yeah. So yeah.
I mean, in terms of cinematic trueness, good word, Lurtz did help the kill on Boromir, and then Aragorn just like annihilated Lurtz with the dagger as well, the Uruk-Bane dagger, so that was great.
Yeah.
But then Sam, Mark and I, we had this thing, we were talking about it as we were filming, we sort of had tunnel vision on like the Uruks going for Merry and Pippin. And we both kind of forgot that the other hobbits could be picked up, and Sam lost a combat, died, and all of a sudden was picked up, and then he just got ran off the board.
He's off the board.
Yeah.
Like next turn.
And we were just like, oh, I guess Sam's going to Isengard. Like, it wasn't even something we were planning for, or... it just sort of came out of nowhere. So that is the unexpected consequence of this game, is that for this campaign going forward, we think we're going to actually change it, and Sam is going to now be whisked off to Rohan, and Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli will go after them, and Merry and Pippin are going to join Frodo in his quest. So they're going to get some of Sam's special rules, and they're going to go to Osgiliath. Merry and Pippin are going to fight Shelob. It's going to be good. I'm excited. So, yes, a good game all round. I don't know who my MVP was. It's Aragorn's heroic moves.
That 3-pointer might.
Yeah.
About
Aragorn's heroic move, might magic. That's it. In terms of performing models, probably Gimli.
Gimli smashed a lot.
Dude, I'm worried that I got the kill count a bit wrong, and I might have given him the 3+ to wounds a bit too often. But the amount of times he just killed on like 4s, 5s, and 6s anyway when he needed 3s was ridiculous. He was just like, let me kill all of them. Barul Khazad. Legolas did nothing. Absolutely nothing. Freaking trash. I hate Legolas. Absolute joke. He never gets to shoot.
He's a stiff model, yeah.
This is the problem. We talked about this too. Is that like you never want to shoot in these scenarios?
Never. No, because if he had a shot, he'd be sitting in this corner of the board while we're over there playing. It's
killing like one model a turn, maybe.
If he's lucky.
Yeah, he needs to be in combat, and he's just rubbish. It's just 2 dice, man. 2 attacks is brutal.
He got lucky. I rolled so low to kill. I had him trapped about 1,000 times. Anyway, that's how it goes.
Definitely. All right, well, awesome game, dude.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
So technically, none of the heroes actually died, except for Boromir, who died anyway. So he's out of the campaign because he's dead. But none of the 8 heroes died, so we don't have to roll for any injury rolls, and then we just have to do some might, will, and fate adjustment, and they're going to be pretty sweet for the next scenario because they're heading off on their different story paths. We've got a couple more scenarios in our little condensed campaign. This is our first bracket of 3, and then we're going to do a second arc at some point. We might look at Osgiliath, maybe one of that Mordor scenario, you reckon?
Yeah, the Gorgoroth one.
Yeah, the Gorgoroth plains, that'd be pretty cool. Use the orc armor models.
Yeah, for sure.
That'd be very nice. And then I reckon after we've done that, at some point we'll build towards like a massive Blackgate scenario with like thousands of points of models and do that as another Zorpazorp big, massive 10k or something, which should be very cool. Get a Crack of Doom on the side, have, getting up the ring, and we'll do a little long-form Ringbearer campaign. But yes, that's awesome. We'll see you next time when we jump into some more Quest for the Ringbearer action, and we got a whole lot more awesome Middle-earth stuff coming out. If you want to support the channel, make sure you check out our Patreon and definitely subscribe if you're new around here, and we'll see you next time right here on Zorpazorp Gaming. Cheers, guys. Yay! Let's go play golf. Fucking Boromir, would you do something? Right, well, that's a bloody...
What do you do? Testing.
Alright, combat phase. Let's see if I can keep my heroes alive. I'm not... Need some dice and the right... There we go, okay. It's combat phase. It's combat phase. Let's see if I can keep these heroes alive and give them... Oh my god, I'm so tired. It's combat phase. Let's see if I can keep Frodo alive. Oh my god, keep the heroes alive while Frodo gets off the board. It's a simple sentence. Not messed up for the next game. And we'll see you guys later. Fucked that up completely, but that's fine.